Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast, WWE Draft Night 2 edition. I am your host, the 29-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, my guy, also your host. He is a fly in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes. King Tuco in the building. Bro, what's really good?
It's Monday. It's a block party. It's night 2 of that draft, yo. Let's kick it. Let's talk. I hope the people will. I'm messing up because I've been drinking. But what's up with the people, man?
Hey, what's going on?
What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? What's good with the people? Hey, my bad. The king had to take a royal shower, and I let the time get past me a little bit. So that's my fault. But we are here. We are live with the people. I'm here with the bro, man, the one and only man, the hood tribal chief himself, man. The voice that gets the moist, man, every single time. What's good with you, bro?
Hey, man, look, I'm here. We live and direct, man. Night 2 of the WWE Draft. So night 1 was on Friday. We followed up with night 2 today. We got, Backlash in Puerto Rico this weekend. And then, of course, the WWE Draft rosters will officially take effect next Monday, man, May 8th. According to the King of Kings himself, some of the news that we did get tonight are this. You know, the rosters are official like a referee whistle once everything is set in stone. However, Brock Lesnar renegotiated his contract today, according to the King of Kings, so he will be non-exclusive. So he'll be able to show up here, there, and everywhere. So you got that. You got the WWE World Championship, which is going to be exclusive to Raw. And then you got a couple other champions who were drafted, bro. I think you got to answer temporarily for our Bianca Belair situation, but we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, man, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to talk about everything that happened tonight, I need you guys to do a couple things, man. I need y'all to sit back. I need y'all to relax. I need y'all to do this, man, really, really quick. And of course, all right, man. So look, with that being said, let's get right into it. So we started off the night, bro. Round 1. We got Rhea Ripley going back from SmackDown to Raw. We got Austin Theory going over to SmackDown. This is going to keep his U.S. championship. We got Seth Rollins, of course, being retained by Raw, as well as Charlotte Flair, the queen, staying on SmackDown. Dude, round 1, I felt it. I sent it to you. As we got a little later in the draft, everybody online kind of said the same thing, man. Night 2, very underwhelming as far as the choices. You didn't seem to be too shocked, though. You seemed to be like, all right, you know, this is kind of what you expected. Me, I don't know. Night 1 on SmackDown was just such a banger. It was like, all right, cool. I don't know why I expected tonight to hit a little harder, but hey, it is what it is. Most of the people stayed on their respective shows with minor swaps here or there. Tuco, man, what are your thoughts so far on the draft as a whole? And then, of course, the first round draft picks.
Before we get into the other rounds, that first round, the reason why I wasn't phased and the reason also why night 2 doesn't seem to have that same spark that night 1 did. What's up, Doug? What's up with you, brother? Is because we didn't know who was going to get drafted first. See, for night
That's
1,
true.
we all knew.
Yeah.
What did I say? What did we both say? We said, okay, depending on where Roman Reigns goes, it depends on everything else. Okay, Roman went Raw. SmackDown had the first pick for Friday. So what's up, Alad? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's going on with you, family? Once they took Roman Reigns, we knew Raw was going to get the new World Heavyweight Championship, okay?
Yeah.
So what did we already say? Okay, I can see a few people maybe staying on that show. The very next pick for Raw was Cody Rhodes. Okay, so Cody's going to get the World Heavyweight Championship. The only other person that we were waiting to hear about was Seth Rollins. We heard Seth Rollins. He's officially Raw. They're not going to send him to SmackDown, but they sent Bobby Lashley to SmackDown. So it's like there was a few picks, but that first night you wanted to know who was going to go where. The second night it was kind of like, all right, we know who's left. Let's just see who's going to end up on what show. That's why I kind of felt a little lackluster. I mean, let's be honest, man. Okay, Rhea Ripley going to Raw. Well, Bianca Belair got drafted to SmackDown, and she was the Raw Women's Champion. A lot
Yeah.
of people were confused by that. There was no confusion to be by that because what happened last year? Becky got drafted to Raw. Charlotte got drafted to SmackDown. They had to swap the titles. We all remember what
Yeah.
happened with that. So we knew this was going to happen again if they were going to draft the champions. They just swapped the champions. Okay, cool. Theory, Gunther got drafted to Raw with the Intercontinental Championship. So it only made sense that you were going to send Theory to SmackDown.
Right.
Again, a pick you should have saw coming because it's like, all right, they just drafted the Intercontinental. You got to be sending the United States over to the other show. Cool,
Right.
no
Right.
problem.
Right.
Theory's been on Raw. Theory's been on Raw doing his thing on Raw for a while now. So being on SmackDown will be a new look for him will be good for him. No problem
Right.
there. Like I said, Seth, okay, he was the one eyeball out of Cody and that Roman situation. What's going on with you, brother? The fact that we didn't know if Seth was going to go to SmackDown and face Roman Reigns, or was he going to stay on Raw and go for the new World Heavyweight Championship. Now we know where he's at. He's on Raw. Monday Night Rollins. It's still Monday Night
Right.
Rollins.
Right.
Okay, cool. And then of course Charlotte Flair. Well, Bianca Belair, if you remember, she said one of the few people. Leo, what's good with you? She said one of the few people she hasn't faced yet is Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Out of the four horsewomen, Charlotte Flair is the one that she needs to face. So now
Yeah.
that you made the pick of Bianca to SmackDown, now you got Charlotte Flair to SmackDown. Now you got that new rivalry that we about to see. And I want to see Charlotte Flair versus the EST. So you best
Yeah.
believe, man, you about to get down with that. So I'm not shocked by the picks. I figured these picks would happen the way they happened just because of what they had. They had the championships of what they had. If Rhea Ripley didn't have the championship, there could have been a good chance she stayed on SmackDown. Like I
Yeah.
think there was a good chance she could have, but she was the SmackDown Women's Champion. She had to get drafted over to Raw. So I wasn't shocked. Like I kind of saw these coming. I just wanted to know who was going to be on what show.
Nah, man. Hey, look. I guess when you put it that way, it makes sense. I ain't trying to hear you be logical and shit today. You know, the most out of the box person on the show want to be logical. You want to sit up here.
I mean,
I mean,
that's how I keep you on your feet, man. That's how I keep you on your
no,
feet,
no,
man. That's
no,
how I
no,
keep y'all
no.
on your toes, man. You know what I'm
Look,
saying? The method to my madness, man. You have to understand it.
brother, I ain't skip.
Hey, look, I'm
All
just saying.
right. But nah, man. But overall, I mean, so like I said, man. Oh my God. Hey, Molly Holly.
My Miss Molly, good golly, Molly, good golly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who we got? We got Molly and we got
And Road
Road
Dogg.
Dog. All right. All right, so we got that, man. Then the first match of the night is a tag team match. We got Ricochet and Strowman versus Alpha Academy. Strowman ended up picking up the victory. Then round 3, man, we started that off with Cody and Brock getting into a fight, which was that, we had Cody sneaking Brock. And then we ended up getting Morgan and Rodriguez getting drafted to Raw. We got Asuka going to SmackDown. We got the New Day hopping over to the Red
You
brand.
skipped around, bro.
Huh? Did I? Oh, shoot. I showed
Yeah.
it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, showed it. I'm
KO and Sammy getting drafted to
saying,
Raw.
yep.
The Usos getting
Usos.
drafted to SmackDown. So the Bloodline still staying on SmackDown. Judgment Day staying on Raw with Rhea Ripley. As I kind of figured what happened, and then of course the LWO with Rey Mysterio are staying on SmackDown. So you got that going on there. And then of course you had the Liz Morgan and Raquel. They got drafted to Raw. The New Day got drafted to Raw. Asuka got drafted to SmackDown with Charlotte Flair, with Bianca Belair. So it's like, yo, hey, let's go. Let's go. Okay, you put let's go. I'm kind of mad Raquel left, but it is what it is. I'll take these 3 and I'll run with it.
Here's my question for you though about because what I noticed was
And the Brawling Brutes were drafted to SmackDown also.
Yes. So what I noticed was the women's tag team champions got drafted specifically to Raw.
To Raw.
Now, how we were told was whatever brand you got drafted to is the brand you're staying with. So does this mean we're going to get split titles now? Are we going to get the SmackDown women's? Or so you think?
I don't think so.
How does
what
that
it
work?
will be is when they lose the titles, they'll go back to Raw. the women's tag belts, they go across both brands. Again, you don't have that many women's tag teams to really just put another set of tag team belts.
Right,
So it's
right,
you're
right.
better off just keeping the one team, and it kind of keeps the interest of a Raw versus SmackDown kind of brand supremacy kind of thing. But when they lose, or whenever they lose, they'll just be on Raw. They'll go back to Raw when they lose, and then they'll do whatever else they're gonna do, but they'll do it on Raw. That's all that is. That's all that is. I don't think that rule would change. I don't think there's no interest in it. Again, if they're gonna bring a title, it should be a mid card title.
Yes.
Like if they're gonna bring
Yes.
if they're gonna bring another championship, not another set of tag teams, I think you should just bring a mid card championship for the women. If you're gonna do that. Then also Raw pick they got Trish Stratus. I didn't realize Trish was gonna be back this long to be drafted. You know, I figured she was just gonna be back for this one little one off that she was gonna have with Becky Lynch, so she didn't really
Well,
matter getting
well,
drafted.
well, I did hear that it was supposed to be her versus Becky at SummerSlam, but I thought she kind of would have played a free agent role, kind of like Brock. Again, assuming she
Right,
wasn't gonna be around that long. So I'm like, oh damn, okay. Like y'all gonna
right,
draft
exactly.
her? Oh, okay. Huh.
Exactly. So that was that. But then Baszler and Ronda Rousey ended up getting drafted to Raw.
Not gonna
Also,
lie. Not gonna lie. I,
kind of happy
I
about that.
yeah, change the scenery because I feel like them two, they kind of ran through everybody on SmackDown. I don't think I've recalled
Yeah,
seeing Baszler on the Raw. We
she was
seen
she was on Raw
was
before.
she?
She was on her and Nia Jax were tag team champions on Raw.
Show was. That's
Yeah,
why I forgot. Okay.
yeah.
Well, nice to see them back. And then Ronda Rousey. I'm surprised she's still on the roster. I thought she kind of, that course
I
ran
think
its
she
course,
got
but
hurt, so she's on the injury. I think she's just healing up from an injury or whatever. But then Karrion Cross and LA Knight were both drafted to SmackDown, so we'll see what comes of that with those two. As we got Road Dogg getting ready to come out with another round of draft picks.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see who
As
we
we
got.
got Molly, good golly, Miss Holly.
Whew. Yellow.
Put some respect on that woman named Hall of Famer.
Come
Molly,
on
Miss
now.
Golly, Miss Hall of Famer. That's how you go.
AKA Mighty Molly. Oh, whew.
Hey,
It's a hurricane coming
Raw
through.
select. Raw. Raw picked up Braun and Ricochet.
Okay. Okay. They got Brian Ricochet. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. They can have him.
No.
It's not a bad tag team.
Oh, Shotzi stays on SmackDown. Man, I think she's been the most disappointing.
Especially coming from NXT, the run she had there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I think she got called up too early anyway.
Well, we gotta think about it, bro. They called her up and then they put her in like a random ass tag team. Like they didn't have no
Ooh,
direction
Bronson
for her.
Reed staying on Raw, so him and Bobby Lashley won't be going at it. Ooh.
You said they won't be going at it.
No, because Bobby's on SmackDown.
He sure did get drafted. I forgot. Sure did. Sure did.
Unless they playing a match for this weekend. Oh god, pretty
Oh,
deadly. Pretty
hey,
deadly just got
hey, hey,
called
hey,
up to
hey.
SmackDown.
Hold on, hold on.
Pretty
Oh
deadly just
boy,
got called up to SmackDown.
hold on. I got something for you. If I can find it.
Yes, boy!
Yes, boy.
Yes, boy! Yes, boy!
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Pretty
Yes,
dead.
boy.
Hey, you know how long I've been waiting to use
Yes,
it? Yeah,
boy.
yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy. All right, man.
Oh,
Not shocking too much. Bronson Reed staying on Raw. Braun and Ricochet. They're actually a new tag team. I think once they finally settle this tag team thing, because I think eventually they're just gonna, just take SmackDown tag team titles and put them back on SmackDown. I mean, KO and them don't need to really, they don't need to lose the titles. Just send them back over. They were
yeah.
both officially drafted to Monday Night Raw. So It don't even matter. And right now, Rhea Ripley's coming down. I can't tell. Look like she still got the SmackDown title, but with the color of the light. Oh yeah, she still do. I guess they're about to do the title exchange.
Which to me is so stupid.
It is, but it's also still telling the story of those two. It's still hitting on the fact of Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. We're still waiting for that. We're
Right,
waiting
right,
for that, and
right.
I think by the time we get that, that's going to be a WrestleMania match. That's going to be a WrestleMania 1-on-1.
Hey, I need to see this at WrestleMania 40, if not 41.
I mean, we can see it. That's going to be in Dallas, I think, ain't it?
So I think they said WrestleMania 40 is scheduled. I think what were they looking at? What were they looking at? I
I
know
thought that was in
WrestleMania.
Dallas.
No, WrestleMania 40 is in Philly.
Philly? Is that
Yep,
Philly?
next year. Yep, next year
Okay.
is Philly at what's that? Lincoln
Okay.
Financial Field.
Okay.
Which I'm curious how that's gonna work. April in Philly, like, ugh. Hopefully it ain't snowing.
Man. Rhea Ripley versus Selena Vega for the well SmackDown. Well, I would damn. I wonder. Well, I guess now we know what championship should be fighting for.
Yeah, but it's like,
It'll be official. I'm sure it'll be official soon. I mean,
yeah.
we still got Friday.
Oh man, who would have thought, bruh? Hey, Dominic Mysterio is a prime example. If a woman beat your ass enough, man, you can become the man she wants you to
I mean, you stupid.
be.
you, you
Hey,
stupid.
ain't nothing like a strong, powerful woman that emasculates you to make you just become the most toxic man you can be.
The most dangerous criminal ever.
Yeah, prison dom. Yeah,
Prison
hey,
down, man.
hey, my boy got a whole new gimmick thanks to her. And before y'all start crying in y'all little panties, I'm just
Judgment Day is
playing.
officially Raw, man. I'm,
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
change the conversation.
Leo said 41 is in Viking Stadium, is what he saw. Ooh,
Mm.
ooh. Fro in the building.
Minnesota.
What's good? Yep.
Rizzo, man, we got Aladdin, we got Fro, we got Dub, we got Leo, man, we got
Earl.
people in the people in the building. Earl in the building. What up, Earl? I didn't see Earl name, man. My bad. Earl. What up, Earl?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, Doug said the same thing. For me, tonight has not been too exciting. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Again, it was just placing the rest of the roster that again, because they did that little. They did a little draft over the weekend, but that was just like all the rest of the mid carders. It was a couple of the only real surprises were the NXT drafts was Zoe Starks and JD Dillon. But other than that, uh, again, SmackDown that was going to be the shocker of the draft. That was going to be the most excitement of the draft because you didn't know. I mean, even though they showed you the pool of talent that they were going to draft from, but
yeah.
if you really looked at that pool of talent, you saw certain people weren't in it, and that's the
Right,
reason
right,
why I'm
right.
like, this is why I can understand why this tonight isn't having that same feeling because it's like we already now know. What's up, Kevin? We already now know what that other half was going to look like, and again, it all went the way it should have went.
Doug says I'm glad Zoe and JD got caught up, especially JD,
Yeah.
man. That's been my guy for a minute. So
Oh
back
yeah.
when he was Jordan Devlin. So yeah, nah,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure, McDonough on the rise.
I wonder how Vince
Miami.
feels about seeing all these short men, all these short guys on his wrestling program. All these little short guys with all these loud attitudes.
Yeah, I know he's steaming. Oh, such not good shit.
Right. These old midgets. It's like, dude, these are not like, dude, these are normal sized men, dude. Like, calm down.
Yeah. Normal size men are 6'2" and 280. Except for John
Damn.
Cena. He's 6'1" and sexy.
Damian Priest out there. Damian Priest out there going crazy in Spanish or Latin or
Yeah, no.
I ain't
You,
want to
you,
offend
you,
nobody.
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I ain't want to offend nobody.
Nah, 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 nah,
GOW is
nah.
not
You're right.
about. We are all about the international.
I think my boy straight boy equal, man. You good? You good?
Hey man, he telling it like he's speaking.
Fro says, I want to see Judgment Day versus Imperium with Rhea versus Walter for the IC belt as the payoff. Damn. You know what's crazy? Bro, I kind of want to see that.
Dude, Fro, what are you drinking, sir? Because I want some. what do you have over there, sir?
Bro, hey,
Sir,
that
is a hell of a match right there.
Hey, you know that meme where Walter be taking his hands and he be like,
yeah, boy, yeah, sure. Okay. My man said Imperium versus Judgment Day with Walter versus Rhea Ripley for the titles. Whoa. I don't know if
Hey.
she gonna be. I don't know if she gonna be able to take them slaps on across her chest. I don't know. I don't know if we want to see Rhea things look like taco meat. I don't think people want to see that, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying, I don't know, man. Hey, if China could do it, why not?
No. But China wasn't getting chopped in her chest like that. Walter, we know how Walter feels, man, about chopping people in the chest. We can't have Rhea getting chopped in the chest like that, man.
Oh, speaking of, man,
One of them things might bust, man. One of them things might bust.
That's true.
You said who?
I said our guy, man, Walter Gunter. He just got married, man. Shout out to him.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out, man. My man. I see you showed me the video, man. My man out there doing the Tootsie Roll 1 too.
Hey, man, my boy out there. Hey, he get it. He's stepping in the name of love. Yeah.
Hey.
Doug says, who do you think the biggest heel is, MJF or Dominic Mysterio? I'm gonna fuck your head up. I'm gonna say, to me, Dominic. Too many people cheer MJF. Don't nobody like Dominic ass.
Yeah.
Now, who's the better persona? MJF. But who gets over the most as a heel? Dominic all day.
Oh yeah, because people are tired. And now that his daddy's been drafted to another show.
Oh yeah.
So now it's time for Dom to be on his own.
Look at him. He can't even bring the microphone to his lips without the crowd booing his ass out the building.
Because that's that Vicky Guerrero heat.
Yeah. And
they get loud. They just keep getting louder. Hey, he's doing the damn thing. He is doing a great job, man.
Bravo, Dom.
Bravo, Dom. Like that's great heel heat, man. When they are booing you out, like, bruh, they won't even let you speak. That's how well your character has gotten over as an asshole. Period. That is what you do.
Like, bro, let's be honest. I can't name one Dominic Mysterio fan. Like, not one. So that's how you know the dude character is over. I don't know anybody.
Bro, they just get louder. Man, it is that's that same heat that Vicky Guerrero got, man.
Do you notice? You notice he picks and chooses when he had the teardrop on his face?
Oh man, I have. I questioned it last week. I'm like, man, where that teardrop at, man? How you gonna do the video with the teardrop and then come out without the teardrop? I'm like, come on, bro, you can't do that. Not in the same show.
Leo says, y'all think the heat is just because he was against his dad? Because before the program with his dad, he wasn't getting any reaction. No, he was getting a reaction.
Yeah.
The only thing was, I think people were either you didn't like him or you were indifferent. He got boos though. He never got cheers. I think him and his dad.
He got cheers, but they also felt some type of way because it was Dom and he was Rey Mysterio's son. They felt like he was coming ahead of something.
Entitled, yeah.
Like that was part of the problem with that. But him turning on his dad, yes. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gonna always have a part because it's his son, it's Dom. You know, Dom has history in this company, man. So for him to now grow up to be from that lovable kid to the ungrateful son, like, bro, that's a hell of that's a great character thing for him to build a character build for him just coming in, because now this is where he can sharpen his skills at being a talker, at coming out and doing promos and being that character. And right now, man, it's the perfect opportunity for him, and he's getting it. Like he's proving it.
Bro, what character is Zelina Vega today?
I don't know, man, but how you doing?
Yeah. Me here. Oh Cause I can't go on the couch today.
Hey man, look. Man, look. Hey, apparently she ain't cold.
Man, Leo says Zelina to me does not fit the LWO. Why not, Leo? She's a Latina.
She's the manager.
I mean, to me, I feel like every faction you need to have at least one female, man, to kind of balance it out. He says her character / persona does not go with the rest.
Yeah, that's true. I to a
I,
degree. Until she
I,
talks, she talks is fine. But
yeah,
she's always been flamboyant and colorful and all that. So it goes. Her style goes more with Phantasma than it did with
yeah,
LWO, and I
yeah.
think that's the difference. I think
And,
now we were used to the flamboyant of her style with them because they were flamboyant in the
yeah.
suits and everything and the way that they were represented.
You gotta think about it too. Like Zelina, unfortunately, but unfortunately, I guess depending on where she's at in her gimmick, she's one of those characters where it's like, as a face, ah, she's one of those people like she's great as the bitchy heel, and
Right.
unfortunately, it's one of those things where she kind of gets typecast. So when you look at a Randy Orton, face Randy Orton is cool, but sadistic, evil, nut ass Randy Orton will always, I think, be top tier. You know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
same thing with Triple H. Good guy Triple H is cool, but asshole cerebral assassin Triple H is that dude. So it's just certain people, man, where it's like, yeah, they cool as a face, but as a heel, man, it fits.
Yeah.
And that's that. And I think that's another thing for Zelina. But hey, at the end of the day, look, dude, she's been a hell of a manager for years. I don't really ever feel like she got her just do as a solo competitor, as an in ring one-on-one talent. So I don't think she's gonna beat Rhea Ripley, but I hope she has a decent showing against Rhea Ripley. Put some respect on
Man, I hope
Selena,
she
man.
get man. Look, she better get squashed by Rhea Ripley. Like she gonna get 3 moves off, and then that's it.
Bruh,
That's a wrap.
you are forgetting that this is the same person that beat Doudrop to become Queen of the Wing, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And this is a different. This that was Vince McMahon. This is Triple H. Rhea she about to do this, girl. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh man.
You hear what I'm saying? She about to do this, girl. All right. Okay.
All right. Well,
All right. Bet.
while we got the commercial plan, while we talking, man. Hey, it's back to having a party. So back to party
Man,
mode.
throw
We
the
go.
music on, man. Throw the music on, man.
Yeah. The people talking about, let's see, Leo says, because everything of LWO just screams L. LOL. Damn, Leo.
Damn.
Damn,
Damn, bro. Is that how you feeling, Leo? Tell us how you really feel, Leo. Shit.
So does LWO stand for Loser World Order?
We just lost.
All right, let's see. Joe says, yawn. Other than Dom inciting the crowd in the short Brock and Cody segment. We agree. We said the same thing, man. Tonight hasn't been the greatest. But hey, look, we also got to remember.
You had too much expectation for night 2, man. Y'all thought some new people were going to get drafted. Like, nah, man, this was just the rest of the people that was already there. I got to remember that.
And don't forget, this is also the Go Home Raw for the pay-per-view that we got coming up, Backlash, which is pretty much just tying up loose ends from WrestleMania any damn way. So, okay, this Monday Night Raw.
A few rematches, a few new matches.
Yeah, I'm excited for. I really got my hopes up for next Monday. I think next Monday is what I'm looking forward to the most because now the rosters are set in stone. We're going to have a clear direction somewhat on where we're going with the World Heavyweight Championship. And let's see what's going on with the rest of these titles, man. You got Gunther coming over now. He's going to have the IC title on Raw. That's going to be cool. So now you got 2 of the most prestigious belts in the history of the company. The World Heavyweight and the IC title, same brand, Raw. Cool. You got the Young Bull Theory going over to SmackDown. You got the EST WWE going over to SmackDown. You got the Street Profits ready for all the smoke going over to SmackDown. You got some people. You got Zoe Stark coming up to Raw. You got Apollo Crews. He got called back up to Raw. Don't really know how that's going to work. Well, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, so, you got a little bit of a shakeup. My thing is this, though. What's up What's up with your boy Solo Sikoa, man? And my boy Jay look like he's about to. My boy Jay had some questions for him earlier, bro. Hey, is Solo gonna put the beat down on the Usos, or the Usos gonna get to his ass first? What we doing, man? What we doing?
Hey, we gonna find out. We gonna find out. We gonna find out. But you definitely got the seeds planted there, especially with the way that Jay was looking at him and the way Sikoa was looking right back at him like, I don't care, you the big brother. You can get these hands too, bro. You can get these hands too, bro. So we'll see where that comes from, man. But right now, man, we got the Ring General getting a promo, little shout out as Imperium. Hey, I could see Imperium getting a nice little rub as a championship team, with them winning the tag team and him having the Intercontinental until they're ready for him to go up against Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes for that new World Heavyweight Championship. Right now, as we got Rey Mysterio and Santos going up against Damian Priest, Dom, and Rhea Ripley with Zelina Vega.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. So as
we
got,
but yeah, you know what I mean.
Hey, man, look, it's Monday Night Raw. We knew what you, man. As this week, man, we got Backlash coming up, and then what's the next AEW pay-per-view? I know we got Backlash, and then what is
Double or Nothing, baby, at the end of the month.
Crazy. All right, well, look, man, the match about to get started, so I'm about to go ahead and wind down the beat so we can talk through this with the people. Bam, got it,
man. But now, man, right now, there it is. See, yep, here you go. Right, put it in the thing. Up, see, like see, this is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a few little moves, and it's gonna be a dominant like this. So you're gonna get a little.
Bro, why must you be a hater, man? Why you don't want to see Zelina Vega, man, do her thing, bro?
I ain't saying I don't want to see her do a thing. I'm just saying the expectation, because Zelina ain't a skilled veteran. She ain't like this was somebody else. If this was Asuka or somebody else, or even Alexa Bliss or somebody else, like there's just a few women. It's like I could see them going in there and they can have a banger with Rhea Ripley. Zelina Vega ain't one of them people. Okay, that I'm just gonna keep it 100. Zelina Vega is not one of them people I look at as somebody that's like, they about to go in there and have a banger with this person. No, I don't see her that way. So I got to be honest, keep it real. Real talk for real fans. Y'all know what it is. The King Too Cold.
My boy said he keeping it ficky, funky, fresh. My boy said he keeping it fresh.
I mean, ain't no point in lying to the people.
Hey, you know why? Because his daddy owned that lake.
Right.
With that being said, man.
Leo.
Oh, man.
All I'm going to say, Leo. And I know you on here. I know you,
man. Come on, man. You know it. Oh, man. Hey, look, my boy said.
Man, I swear to God, dude. You know what, man? You gonna be the button engineer of the year, man. You done made me drop the top to the damn pop, man. Messing with you.
Oh, man, look, I'm trying to tell you, brother. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, man, shout out to our lovely studio audience, man, for joining us today, man. Thank y'all.
Man, we appreciate y'all again, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Yes. That's all for you, Too Cold. That's all for you.
Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. I'll take it tonight.
All right, let's see. Leo says, keep it real. The only reason she got a match in Puerto Rico, that's like Mansoor getting the shot at Roman and Saudi. That is true. She's Puerto Rican.
Leo, man, bruh. You are the last person I expected to be this honest. I mean, not to say that you ain't honest, but I did not expect this coming from you. But keeping it real.
Doug says, do we have one more draft coming? Nope. Tonight's the last night. Anybody who hasn't been drafted tonight is eligible.
I think he meant like as far as tonight though. Like, is there another draft before the show ends? Maybe he meant that. As far as what he said, franchise is right. They're not doing anything after tonight, but they might have one more set of picks coming up before the show ends. It's 10:30. I can see them doing one more before the main event.
Joe says SmackDown has selected Rusev.
I'll be back on that again. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. It'd be weird if he showed up out of nowhere. I'd geek out about that. Like, damn.
Bruh,
Okay,
hell yeah.
didn't expect that one.
Hey, you see, you got the Redeemer Rusev. Hey, if he did though, they need to let him keep the Redeemer gimmick, man. Hey, the Redeemer gimmick was hitting, bruh.
Nah, that's his AEW gimmick.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
they
keep
let
it.
Cody, they let Cody keep his gimmick.
Nah, well, Cody owned his gimmick.
Ah, that is true. That is true. That is true.
He was the American
Oh,
Nightmare when he first went out there.
that's true. That's true. I'm glad, man, that they didn't. Can you imagine Cody Rhodes going back to well, I can see him going back to the face mask. You disgust me.
You mean the dashing Cody Rhodes
Yeah,
thing when he thought he was ugly?
especially now because of COVID. So now he covering his face, so he got to breathe in the germs. And you mouth breathers, like,
No, that's case he coming out in a gas suit.
bruh. Never
Yeah,
mind.
big white suits. Yeah.
Bruh, I know we didn't already tried that with Dean Ambrose. You remember?
But maybe it'll work different with Cody
Oh
if he
man.
goes back to that. But he gotta go back to being that arrogant heel, and Cody don't seem enticed to be going back to being a heel. He
Nah,
seems to
that's the
be
reason
wanting
he
to stay
left
on his.
AEW.
Right. So this is why I'm saying I don't see him going back to being that no time soon.
Oh man, damn. I think a heel Cody Rhodes now, especially with that Homelander shit he be wearing now, bruh.
I mean, but
I'm
he
telling,
been wearing that. It ain't made him
but
change before. He ain't changing now.
no, but I'm saying, imagine, bro. You know, Homelander was a piece of shit. Imagine Cody coming up with a little Homelander gear. He just a snarky asshole. Man, the heat.
Nah, I have no faith in it because
What?
because I don't see him doing it. Not no time soon.
Yeah, he want to be John Cena so bad.
Mm. I man, he's embodying that good guy role, man.
Yeah,
That motivational speaker. He's embodied it. I really don't see him turning heel. And when he does, and if he does, that'll be cool because we know what his heel work is like. We've seen enough of it to know. And an arrogant Cody Rhodes at this stage, oh yeah, hell yeah.
man. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. Right now, we got Rey Mysterio giving his son the business right now in the ring.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, all jokes aside, man, that's
What?
got to be like the coolest shit. Like, I want to know, like, considering they still live together, I want to know, like, what is that conversation like at the dinner table? Like, you got you, your wife, your son, your daughter,
And
and y'all
your
talking about,
and
yeah,
your
dad,
and
you
your
remember?
and your and, your, and you got Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, dad, you remember when you whooped my ass at WrestleMania? Literally,
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
belt.
yep.
Like, oh
I sure
man,
did.
this must be what's actually be one of the Griffies.
The Griffies.
Oh man,
Oh, not Selena doing a 619.
come on now. But she tiny, so it'd be like a 3-1, 4.5. Selena with the 3-1, 4.5.
Ah man, I can't.
uh,
Champ, Earl, Aladdin. Hey man, come get your boy, man. Come get y'all boy. Come get y'all boy. As Ray is setting
uh,
up for the 619, but of course Dom got the interference because Finn Balor decided to roll in, but Santos just did a suicide dive onto Dom to the
yes,
outside.
sir.
But he's about to gear up. But I think Finn Balor's about to interfere. And nope, that was Rhea Ripley with a double drop kick. Now we got Selena on top. And she gave a Iranaki to Rhea Ripley on the outside. As we got Damian Priest delivering a midsection shot to Ray, putting him up top. Ray trying to reverse it. Oh, Ray reversed it. Oh, Ray got died. Oh, what? Ray got Priest set up for the 619. And no, Finn Balor got in the way.
You know what?
Up,
I always wonder how the hell do they get away with them Uranagis? Like, I'm not Uranagis,
up,
those
south of
meteors, them
heaven.
running knees.
Yeah. Damn. South of Heaven, that ended it. Judgment Day picked up the victory.
Yeah,
I
Ripley
mean, the
still.
Meteors, man. Hey, I be wondering about people's knees when especially when they go to do it to the outside.
Yeah, like how Selena just did that on the outside to Ripley on her neck. I'm
Right.
like, Evander, what's going on? No, don't know if we've seen you before, but if we haven't, what's up? Oh, he said
Man,
Ronda
what's
Rousey,
good, man?
Shayna Baszler was drafted to Raw except Nikki Cross and Piper Niven. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that too, but shout out to Nikki because I believe she's getting her master's. So shout out to you, Nikki. PhD.
Right.
Doug says, why do they have the LWO losing a lot? Well, Leo already said, the L stands for loser.
Loser.
He said, yeah, loser world order strikes again.
Loser world strikes again. See, Leo,
Yeah.
right on time. There you go. See here on the GOW, if you ask a question, we don't answer it for you. Sometimes the people answer for you, man. That's how we are as a community. We are a community here. And Leo says 3.14.
314 and a half.
Man, but here, man, we are a community, man, and man, this is how we roll, man. But
Yes,
man.
sir.
Again, I really didn't have too much expectation for tonight's Raw, man. It was just all right. Let's finish off the rest of the roster. We after seeing what happened on Friday and what happened that early Saturday morning, we kind of got. I mean, you kind of had to look at it and realize, man, like, all right, it's only a handful of moves that's going to be like, oh, okay, kind of seeing that one coming because you already made this move, so it's kind of obvious you had to make this move. And I feel like that's the reason why a lot of people are down because that's what some of these picks were.
No, absolutely. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I don't know what you call it. Let's see. I think Evander just said something. He said, damn it, what the comment said. He says,
Right
don't
now,
forget
they're
about
talking to
Alexa
Cody
Bliss, Carmella, Tamina, and Tamina Snuka. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where the hell Tamina. I don't know where she at.
I'd be surprised if we see her anytime soon. Bliss, I believe, is injured, so she's gonna be out for a while. So wherever she shows up, she's just gonna show up and just be on that show. As far as anybody else,
Kevin Smith says Carmella is pregnant. Oh, she is pregnant.
Yeah, she's
she
pregnant.
announce
Yeah,
that
she is
today.
pregnant. Yeah, we're not gonna see her. Yeah, she's pregnant.
Congrats to her, Corey Graves. By the way, congrats.
They're gonna have their first kid. I think this is her first kid, and this will be Corey's first kid with her. But
yeah. All right, man. All right. So, Tuco, man, you're a little bit ahead of me. Do we got the coming up? Do we got any more draft picks coming up yet, or are they on commercial?
Right now, Cody's still talking. He's giving that inspirational speech, man. I'm just waiting for Brock Lesnar to walk up and whoop his ass, but he ain't got to. I just feel it coming. I just feel it coming, but Cody walked off. Never mind. He walked off. He gave his speech and then he walked off. But then again, it's Brock Lesnar. I should not have expected him to stay longer after the show.
Oh, come on, bro. He already halfway back home now.
Right, man. He didn't Ben got on the plane. All right, man. Oh, yep. We got one more round of drafts coming as we got JBL coming out for Raw.
Let's get it. Are we gonna get something to shake the table?
And Teddy Long, player. Holla.
Yeah.
And this week, you're going to be in a match with The Undertaker, bro. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I flipped it on your ass. Yeah, you thought you was going to put me in. Nah, I got you this time. This time, you got to match with The Undertaker, bro.
He said, The Undertaker, holla, player. I wouldn't mind seeing Teddy Long back as the general manager of SmackDown. I'm tired of Adam Pearce ass, man. Go on somewhere.
I mean, at least with tag team matches, a lot of people gonna get an opportunity to be on TV.
Oh yeah, bro. That's all he did was book tag team matches, bro.
So you're gonna see a lot of people. You're gonna see everybody. Everybody and their mama gonna be on the show because we gonna have like 4, 5, or 6 tag team matches going on.
Hey, Tuco, man, you know what time it is. It's party time, man. Yes, sir. Ready to wind down, man. We in the last 30 minutes of WWE Raw, night 2 of the 2023 WWE Draft. Gotta hit y'all a little bit of that old school hip to the hop, hippity hop hop, and it don't stop. Yeah.
I feel like I'm strolling through Brooklyn right now, son. You know what I'm saying, son? Bronx, man.
Yes, sir.
Queens, son.
Come on.
Pull you down, baby. Know what I
You already
mean?
know.
Know what I mean, son? Know what I mean, son?
Yeah. Sitting on the stoop. I'm a stoop. Eating a slice of
Living in
pizza.
the PJs, living in the PJs, B. Broken,
Yeah.
running across the floor and all the walls, B. Know what I'm saying?
Word.
Street lights didn't even work, B. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Hey, give me that OE from the bodega, homie.
Oh, Jose
Yeah.
on the corner of the bodega, yeah, man.
Come on,
he got
man.
the best cheesesteaks, bro. That big
Hey.
got the best slices of pizza, bro.
Give me
Nah, I
that
mean,
tall. Give me that tall.
Got the
boy,
Timbs on deck,
Look.
baby. Got the Timbs on deck.
Stopping in my Timbs.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to the New York folk, man. Yes, sir. Everybody but the Yankees. Everybody but the Yankees.
What, son? What, son? The Yankees is the best, son. The Mets ain't nothing, son. The Mets is nothing, son.
Bro, you know what?
Yankees,
Speaking
son.
of the, hey, speaking
Jeter,
of the
baby.
Mets,
Jeter all day,
Hey,
baby.
hey,
Jeter all
hey,
day.
bro.
He don't
Hey,
even
Mike-
play no more. Jeter all day, baby. The
Mike
captain,
Piazza.
baby. Salute.
Mike Piazza was smoked Derek Jeter like a fatty. You feel me?
Man, Mike Piazza, man. Mike Piazza ain't nothing, man. He better be lucky hitting the Hall of Fame.
Hey, Francisco Lindor.
Now, but nah, Yankees, son. Mariano
All right, you go.
Rivera, baby. The
I
closer,
ain't gonna
baby.
lie. Mariano,
I
that
hated
was
Mariano. I hated
Hey,
him, man.
I'm
I
not
hated
gonna lie.
him, man.
He
Oh,
was
I
a
hated
beast,
him.
bro. He was a beast. Come on, he was a
Oh,
beast. He was a beast. I can't even hate him.
oh.
I can't
I
even hate
hated
him.
Rivera, man. I hated Rivera, man. He is what he was, man. He was, I mean, look, I don't know where Steinbrenner found him. Boy, that boy, man, for him to be that dude for that long, hey, man, he ain't just pissed off a lot of people, man. He pissed off everyone. But I hated when we played the Yankees in the playoffs, man. Like, damn, man. Ah, man, come on, y'all. We got to get a big, huge. We always needed a big lead, man, because if the game was close and they call him out, it's a wrap. And it was always a wrap.
Hey, speaking of star pitchers, man, the people and teams I hated. I hate Boston. I hated Beantown, but I love me some Big Papi. I love me some Johnny Damon. But pitcher wise, though, Pedro Martinez. That was a bad man.
Pedro, I hated Pedro too.
That was a
I
bad
hated Pedro
man,
too.
bro.
When we played Boston, I hated Pedro. Man, I hated both
That
of
was a
them
bad
teams,
man.
Hated both.
All
of
right,
them,
man.
Bro.
Getting back to the
We
wrestling
back
side. Yes,
They
sir.
had a press conference this Friday from San Juan, Puerto Rico, baby.
Doug says Teddy Long needs to manage Bobby Lashley and
And Doom 2.0. Nah.
I'm trying to think of a Teddy
Raw
Long.
Women's Champion Bianca Belair, who's been drafted to SmackDown.
I'm trying to think of a Teddy Long managing a Bobby. Nah, that'd be like an 80-year-old version of Leo Rush all over again.
Yeah, nah, we don't need that. Look at his glutes.
Hey, I'm about to say, like, show me your favorite pose, player.
Holla.
Oh.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that.
We got the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair. Yes, sir.
All right, we got Damage Control, EO, the EO of the Sky, the Genius of the Sky, going to face the EST of WWE for a championship at Backlash. I don't know.
I'm not gonna
They'll
lie.
hopefully switch it before then, but we'll see.
I hope so, because that don't make sense. Why are they fighting for the Raw Women's Champion? Because hypothetically, even if EO did win, bro, she still ain't gonna be able to hold the
technically, but technically, nothing is official until that Monday after. So technically, it still does make sense. I mean, he already said it twice. Nothing will take place until after Backlash. She's still the Raw Women's Champion. She's still on Raw. EO's still on Raw. But you know, she still gets her title
Man,
opportunity.
stop making sense.
Hey man, I can't help it. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. This is what happens, man. When you drink, you start making sense.
He
For
said,
other
he
people,
said,
man, they start getting they stop making sense. For me, I start
right.
making more sense. See?
Oh man, you silly. He
Yeah, that's
said,
right.
I'll
You
tell
talk
us the
your talk,
truth.
EO. You talk that talk, EO. Yeah, let her know. Yeah, yeah.
Leo says Tuco making more sense than WWE itself.
Hey man, look, somebody got to understand the logic.
Oh,
All
he
right, it's a
said
method to
somebody
the
got to do
madness. It's a method to the madness.
it. EO
Like how
talking
she said,
that.
you ain't got to translate. I understand exactly what she's saying. She want that work. She wants to be up in the smoke. Okay, I got you.
Oh, EO, hey, EO giving Bianca that look like what's happening. Yeah, I
Hey,
think
for
we about to get
real.
a banger. We about to get that EO from NXT, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Right.
Give me what I
As we
want.
got Teddy, holla 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 player coming out doing this 1-2 step with the shuffle.
Doug says Teddy is a smooth man. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's the Mac Miller. Hey, brother, he's still Rodney Mac theme song, by the way.
I don't think he stole it. I think he helped him use it. And you know, nobody gives a damn. Rodney Mack, you said that, man. You said that like Rodney Mack was a damn somebody, man. How dare you, man? How dare you try to put Rodney Mack over, bruh? You know, I'm gonna put you in champ. You know, both of you. I'm gonna put both of y'all in the damn corner, man.
Hey, I was just asking an honest question.
All right, JBL just made it very clear. Final round. Raw took Otis and Chad Gable. So Otis, Alpha
Otis.
Academy, Alpha Academy, Alpha Academy. Wow, Alpha Academy
Yes, sir.
staying on Raw.
Hey, what did JBL was the one that announced bum ass Corbin?
Wow. Oh, good. Bruce going back to SmackDown. Good. He could just get his ass whooped over there. I don't really care too much.
Bro,
I really don't, man. I really
I'm
don't.
not a
I
fan of
really
Rick
don't.
Boogs, bro.
Man, outside of Shinsuke Nakamura, that was about it, bro. That was about it. NXT pick.
Let's go.
Oh wow, wow.
Wow.
The two people
Okay.
that's about to
Okay. Okay.
they
Katana
about to
Chance and
fight, but
Kaden
they about
Carter.
to fight for the tag team championship. So now that both of these women both got drafted to both shows. Amber
Yeah.
Fire and them got drafted to
Yeah.
SmackDown. Now they got drafted to Raw.
Yeah. So guess what? Now, hey, you just have to vacate the title. Whoever wins, you have to vacate them. Let's go. We got Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. Let's go. I been said these two need to get called up. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, so they're gonna put on a banger. They're gonna put on a banger. You know what, man? Hey, you know we'll talk later. We'll talk later. The final pick
Yeah.
for SmackDown.
Yeah. Look at these four right here. Yeah. Let's
Cameron
go.
Grimes finally getting called up, baby. To the
The
moon. Let's go.
moon.
Yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
man. Stop hating on my boy, man. Let's go. Hey, let's go, man.
And he going to SmackDown? Hell yeah. All right. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is the shakeup I was talking about. We got Casey and
Okay.
we got Casey and Caden. We got Cameron Grimes taking SmackDown and sticking a rocket up his ass and going to the moon. And you can't do that without a rocket up your ass, too, Coach. Man, he gonna get a push. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will first. Let's just get them out there. Let's see what they do with them first.
Man,
Again,
don't you try
no,
to
no,
dim my
no, no,
light.
no, 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 no. Dim your light, man. Again, real talk for real fans. Gotta be real. Let's see what they do with them. Uh, but
Doug
no,
says,
man, I'm actually
"Wow, no
excited though.
Breaker. I can't believe it." I'm surprised Breaker didn't get called up either, though. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad
Yeah.
he didn't.
Oh man. Leo says, "Why do you always got NXT looking like a daytime talk show crowd all dressed in uniform?"
Because they are. That's what they are.
Hell nah.
They're the audience. They're the
Oh,
pandemic
man.
audience. As we got that street fighter, the street champion himself, Solo Sokoa, coming
Hey,
out with
I
the
ain't gonna lie.
special counsel.
His theme is a banger. If I had to worry about copyright, I would have used his instrumental as background music.
Look, Taz look is working for him. Taz used to come out with the towel.
With the
before,
towel,
so
yeah.
So the towel thing is working for him, man.
You know, when Taz came out, he had that towel on his head. And he had that curly hair when he had hair. Yeah.
When he walked out with them, got the suplexing. Just got suplex the hell out of everybody.
I ain't gonna lie. This beat's so simple, but so just like, yeah. It made me feel like I can go through any Polynesian island and start whooping ass.
Any Polynesian island, not just a Polynesian island, but any Polynesian island. Cool.
Now, notice what I said makes me feel like this ain't gonna be successful.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah,
hey man, look, did anybody go fire dancing on my ass? Like, yeah, we heard you talking all that shit.
Yeah. That voodoo to make you do what you do.
Oh man. All right.
All right, man. We got commercial, man. It's time for the music, man. As we got the final round. And you know what, man? While we got the music going, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go through all the draft picks of the 2023 draft. Well, at least the ones on Raw and SmackDown. I didn't keep up with the ones that happened on the Blame shows. But you know who they were. It is what it is. So far, Raw on Monday night, they started off, man. Raw took Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch, Imperium, Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, The Miz. Then they took Nakamura and Indy Hartwell to end night one. SmackDown, they grabbed the Tribal Chief. They grabbed the Street Champion. They grabbed the Special Counsel. They said F the Usos, and they were drafted number one. And then SmackDown said, you know what? We ain't done there. We're going to take the EST of WWE. We're going to grab Bianca Belair. Yeah, we know she's a Raw Women's Champion, but we want her on SmackDown. And then Profits. Hey, we all smoke. We want them boys too. And then they said, you know what? Give us that Hall of Famer named Edge. We want him too. And then they said, you know what? We all about the Almighty. We all about the Almighty. Bring him to SmackDown. And then you got the OC with the return of AJ Styles. The ankle looked good. The phenomenal forearm looked phenomenal. So hopefully there's good things to come from him. Also, man, we ended up getting Damage Control. And we got Fire and Dawn, the NXT Tag Team Women's Champions. They got called up to the main roster for SmackDown. Bro, again, I can see why Friday was different for people because you didn't know who was going to go where. And now we're going to get to night two. Because night two, of course, we talked about it. We got Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins to Raw. We got Theory and Charlotte Flair to SmackDown. We got KO, Sami Zayn. They're going to stay on Raw as the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, but hopefully soon they're going to send those SmackDown titles over to SmackDown. Then we got the Usos. They eventually ended up back on SmackDown. I kind of thought they were going to end up on Raw. That might have been a shocker there. If they got drafted to Raw, I think that might have been a little bit of a twist for people because then that definitely would have been telling for the story. Then, of course, Judgment Day, they got stayed on Raw. LWO, they're going to stay on SmackDown. Raquel and Liv, they got drafted to Raw. Asuka, along with Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. Hey, that's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger when that happens.
Super banger.
She got drafted to SmackDown. And then speaking of bangers, we got the Brawling Brutes. They got drafted to SmackDown. And then of course the New Day, they're gonna be up on Raw. And then of course, man, we got Trish and Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. They were all three drafted to Raw. And then SmackDown decided, well, we're going to pick up Karrion Kross. And then we're going to pick up that guy, Mr. L.A. Knight. Yeah, we're going to pick him up for Friday nights, baby. And then, of course, man, we got Braun and Ricochet. They got drafted to Raw. Bronson Reed, he got drafted to Raw. Shotzi Blackheart, she's going to stay on SmackDown. Pretty Deadly, they got called up. Yes, sir, they got called up. They're on SmackDown. And then, of course, man, we just finished with the Alpha Academy and Caden and Carter. They're going to be on Raw. And then, of course, Rick Boogs and the one and only To The Moon, Mr. Kramer Grind, is going to be on SmackDown. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your 2023 WWE Draft. Whew! I'm tired. My boy, I need to use the bathroom real quick before this match starts. Sing the praises of Seth Rollins and hold the people down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fro says, "Why do I get sucked into the draft hype each time? It's like that girl that keeps coming around teasing. I know it won't last more than a couple of weeks." Fro, all right. Let me talk to you. Yeah, I agree with you. I understand wholeheartedly. The draft hype is real. My thing is this: under Triple H, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, we gave Vince the benefit of the doubt for 30, 40, 50 plus years. This is year one for Triple H, and year one has looked promising so far. Has it been perfect? No. But overall, if I had to give him a grade of passing or failing, to me, man, he's passing with flying colors. Um, and I truly believe if he has his way, the WWE draft would do what it's intended to do, which is bring exclusivity and a uniqueness to each individual brand. I feel like he's been very transparent. I feel like he's been very upfront, or as upfront as he can be at the time. He said, look, there's going to be a few people, man. Brock Lesnar being one of them. I think Dolph Ziggler is another one. I think Omos is another one, who are not brand exclusive, right? But we gonna see. We gonna see. I got to give this at least. I had to give it at least until SummerSlam. Let me give the draft until SummerSlam, and then I'll make a hard, concise, conclusive decision on Triple H and the brand split. But for right now, call me silly. I'm gonna be optimistic. I don't know. It's like I'm a glutton for punishment, but I'm gonna be optimistic. Fro says Triple H ... or Vince Puppet Master. Hey, look, we already know. Vince McMahon came out and said it. He says, hey, look, I'm not on the day-to-day when it comes to creative. That's Triple H's thing now. He's down in the weeds, getting his hands dirty. But we all know now that Vince McMahon has the final say. So Triple H does all the dirty work. Vince chooses yay or nay. So to a degree, Vince is sort of pulling the strings. I understand that. A couple of weeks ago, he proved that with Monday Night Raw when he had that terrible Raw after Mania. And then Friday Night SmackDown went back into the hands of Triple H, and you're seeing the quality difference. So you got that. All right, let's see. Kevin says, I'm thinking Omos will be on SmackDown if they decided to put him on one brand. You know what? I think you need to put Omos' ass back in NXT. But you done put so much into Omos, you can't do that right now, can you? If you're going to do that, take him off Raw. Why not put him on SmackDown? Shit. SmackDown is the blue brand. That's the show of all the wrestling anyway. Go ahead, man. Let him get his feet dirty. Why not? All right, let's see. Joe says,
he's already got his feet dirty. That's because he's been around for enough. Omos has been doing enough on the main roster. The most he's done is Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, and then he'll have Seth Rollins. That's it. That's it. Mm-hmm. And then when he won the tag team title with AJ Styles, that's the most he's done. He's been on the main roster long enough, man. How much more does he need to get his feet wet?
You know what? I really have no comeback. Hey, I was going to try to think of something clever, but Omos has not built up enough faith with me for me to even try to defend that. So with that being said, I was trying to beat off and shut my lips. Because I had no comeback. Like, it wouldn't work me letting it be played because I had nothing else to say to that. Like, he shut me up. Dude went and took a piss and shut down the whole conversation. Here I am trying to hold the people over so you can do what you got to do. And he's come in and just pop my bubble. Well, all right, then. Well, what the hell with it? I'm going to end the conversation. God damn it, watch the match. Mr. I know everything about wrestling today. And Mr. News reporter, man.
Oh, shit. Yo.
I'm going to turn into Simon Miller all of a sudden.
Hey, man, look, I'm just saying, man. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna blame the effing vodka, man. I'm blaming the vodka, man.
Hey, no, hey, man, look, hey, man, look, hey, the vodka keeping the show going strong, man. Shout out to you. Oh, man.
I feel bad now, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Hey,
I didn't mean to crush your hopes and dreams on my stack like that.
Hey, Leo says Tuco just very franchise with the Omos statement when all he was trying to do was hold it down.
I'm sorry.
He said Tuco bringing too much logic into this again.
I'm sorry, man. I'm off my game tonight, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not being my usual self. I
Oh,
apologize.
Hey, this is
Much
the only
apologies,
show.
man.
This is the only show where we keep it real, and you get punished for
Right. Like what? What is this? This is not the show I've been subscribing to. I'm gonna need y'all to go back to that other. No, this is not what I tuned in for tonight. No, sir.
Mm-mm.
My bad. I'm sorry. Look here, man. We on commercial, man. Turn the music back on, man. Let's
Yes,
partner
sir.
with the people, man.
Kevin Smith says, "What do y'all think of Naomi going to Impact?"
Good move for her. I think it's a great move for her because it will allow her to go to Impact and work on your craft. I honestly going to another promotion, kind of having to change up a little bit of who you are is a good thing, man. And it will be a test to whether or not if this is something she passionately is about or not. I'm not saying she's gonna go there and come back and be the greatest champion ever, person ever, but she can go there, advance herself, and come back whenever she feels, or go somewhere else and learn something new there and get better. So no, I think it's a great opportunity for her to kind of get away from that and just be on that independent for a while. She's a big fish in a small pond. It can work out for her, or it could fail, but hopefully it works out for her.
Hey man, so I got a question for you right now.
I see you got that West Coast DJ Quick vibe going on. Okay,
bro,
okay.
Hey, bro, come on! I told you, bro. It's the block party. We got to hit all the coasts. We got to hit the East Coast, the Midwest, the Dirty South, the West Coast. Hey, look, we got to make sure we touch everybody's musical palette tonight. Don't worry, because we got some of that Latin music coming up. We got a whole bunch. Hey, look, we ain't missing out on nobody. But yo, man. So I saw this thing on Twitter. And I want to get your opinion on it, man, your input. Somebody said
Turn it down a little bit before you give me the opinion.
Somebody says that Naomi going to Impact could be the equivalent of when Kurt Angle went to Impact. Now, we all know what Kurt Angle is as a performer. We already know that. But I think they're not too far off. Naomi is a huge name. Now, in WWE, we already knew what it was, Naomi. She didn't not get to where she could have been because she didn't have it. There was a bunch of backstage politicking and stuff that happened, and unfortunately, you had the situation with her and Sasha with the walkout, which kind of, derailed her wrestling path for a little bit. But now she's back, and the reception she's got since going back to Impact has been absolutely outstanding. We talk about Impact, one of the best. We said this many times over, probably the best women's roster in wrestling, period. And now you bring in Naomi, who's an established veteran. Come on, man. Her and Jordynne Grace, her and Deonna Purrazzo. I guess you can't do Mickie James right now, but then you got like her and so many other outstanding women in Impact. These talk about the Forbidden Door. You possibly got her wrestling some AEW talent, some ROH talent, some New Japan talent, some AAA talent. What do you think about the assessment that she could have sort of like a Kurt Angle-like effect on this Impact women's roster coming from WWE?
Respectfully, that's a disrespect.
Ooh.
Because I say that because Kurt Angle was a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle going to Impact was huge because no one saw it coming.
Yeah.
They figured Kurt would just take some time off. I mean, where else was there for him to go? Let's be honest. If it wasn't Impact, I mean, and even though Impact was on the come up at that time, because they were coming up. I mean, they were becoming something.
Yeah.
Adding a guy like Kurt Angle did them more favors than anything. But again, we already knew what Kurt Angle was by that time. Kurt Angle was a multi-time WWE champion. The dude was a wrestling machine. He was putting on great main event. The dude was putting on WrestleMania main event matches, bro. I mean, you can't disregard what Kurt Angle did from 99 till about, 2006, 2005 when he left and went to Impact. So you have to, and it's not fair to really, and I don't think it's really fair to compare her to Kurt Angle. I understand what they're saying as far as the namesake of her name and who she is, and her going to Impact. And I think that she can have a bit of a boost to the women's division over there. Like, no doubt. I believe that wholeheartedly. As we got Seth Rollins doing his suicide dives on Solo on the outside. So I have no doubt about that, but I don't know if she's going to bring that level of notoriety that came with Kurt Angle. Because when Kurt Angle went, everybody blew their lid like, yo, this dude left WWE and went to Impact. Yo, and then when he got there, him and Samoa Joe instantly got into it. Like, that was like there was levels there was levels that she's not gonna hit. And I feel like that's disrespectful to her, because that's an expectation I don't expect from her.
Right.
She's not a wrestling machine. She's not someone that goes out there like that's not Naomi. Naomi's more athletic. You know, she's not a technician. So I wouldn't I wouldn't look at it. I never looked at it that way. Hell, for you to even say that to me, that's why my answer is the way it is. Because it's like, damn, who the hell who came up with that? Who thought that was the impact she was having? Yeah, it was impactful when she showed up. I'm not saying it wasn't that, but to compare it to Kurt Angle, nah, bro, that was nah. That was that wasn't.
He said nah. He said, whoa, daddy, that ain't the business.
Shush, please. Because that wasn't it. That is not it.
Leo was on the money tonight. He said, I'd say Chris Jericho had the same effect of Kurt Angle because no one expected him to leave WWE. That is actually very accurate in the fact that he literally put AEW on his back, because I say this, you couldn't have did AEW without Cody and the Young Bucks and Kenny, but guess what? You really couldn't have done it without Chris Jericho really being that guy to really solidify AEW as a company, because guess what? Without Chris Jericho, you wouldn't have got Moxley. Without Moxley, you wouldn't have got Bryan Danielson. Without Bryan Danielson, you probably wouldn't have got Claudio or Adam Cole and some of these other people, So, I mean, the fact that you had a guy like Chris Jericho, who's really, ever since WCW, the only company he's ever worked for in North America was WWE and Vince McMahon. And then the only reason he even did the whole New Japan thing was because it was a promotion outside of North America. And then you had Tony Khan bringing up the prospect of this. Then you had the history between him and Kenny Omega. Chris Jericho took a leap of faith. And it has since extended his longevity in the game, because you think about it, bro, had Chris Jericho not went to AEW, I don't see him still wrestling anymore. I don't see him wrestling in WWE right now.
He would have been a jobber. You got to think about it. Part of the reason why it was easy for him to leave WWE to go to AEW was because Vince told him, bro, like, you're not, like, I'm not putting you there. Like, bro, you're going to be an enhanced talent. Like, that's what you're going to do. You're an enhanced talent. You're not doing nothing more than that. And Chris Jericho felt like he was more than him than that, as we got the Usos running down to interfere with the match right now, man, as they call the disqualification. Of course, man, Solo can have a good match, but he can't take the loss. Right now, is that we got the tag team champions, and we got Riddle coming down, and they're fighting with their opponents for this Saturday's match. Right now, it's a 4-on-3. I don't know if we get the Roman Reigns, but right now they just cut to an ad commercial. What the hell is going on? USA, they on their shenanigans.
This is terrible.
Oh yeah, that's how they went off. Wow, that's how they went off. That's why they ran to the ring. Oh wow, it's over. Okay, well that was a terrible ending. But I again, man, I just don't. I can look at it as being similar. I can look at it as having some impact, but not being the total impact, man. But bro, man, dude.
Yes, sir.
A lot is going on, man, this week, man. You already ran it down, man. We got Backlash. We got the Friday Night Block Party. We got the prediction show. We got the Wednesday Night Block Party with AEW Dynamite. Then, of course, man, we gave you the Monday Night Block Party with the Monday Night Raw Draft Night 2, Part 2. Man, we're kicking it with the people. We've been partying, man. The folks showed up and showed out, man. We appreciate all y'all Good to see a few familiar faces we ain't seen in a while. Latin, my boy, was good with you. A couple of new faces. I forgot the one guy's name. Who showed up? I forgot his name that fast, but I haven't seen him before. So I got to see you a few times, brother. And you know,
Right.
I remember you as much as I can, man. But of course, man, we got Doug, we got Kevin, man, we got Leo, we got Earl, we got the champion building the LCJ, baby, the one and only, man. And of course, Fro, man, you can't forget the boy Fro, man. But yeah, man, always appreciate the people hanging out with us, man, for the block party. Like I said, man, yeah, man, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hey, man, we got a busy week for the people, man. We got something to do. Of course, man, we gotta continue our rivalry series, man. We gotta talk about that boy Kane and Undertaker. You know we ain't gonna forget about that. Haven't figured out which day we're gonna knock that out for y'all, but we're gonna knock that out for y'all. Don't worry. Other than that, bro, man, again, hell of a night. Once again, you did your 1-2, man, as usual, man. You didn't just come with one beat, man. You came with 3 different beats. You done gave me a hell of a mellow flow. I done dropped some knowledge on the people, man. I done made you shut up and stop talking and made you feel some kind of way. I think I've done enough damage for the night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about you?
Man, nah. Hey, look, man, look. As always, you know, we told the people we weren't gonna give them a full 3 hours, too much. So we gave y'all about an hour.
I'm glad we didn't, because it wasn't worth it.
No. But as always, man, it's always nice to come here, talk to the people. Like you said, man, this week we got a busy week. Got to get our prediction show in sometime this week too for Backlash. So we got that, man. We got a lot popping off. But guess what? We'll worry about that when it's time. Tomorrow we got the day off. Wednesday we back. We're gonna give y'all an AEW show because we ain't gave one of them in a while. So we're gonna give you AEW on Wednesday for the Wednesday night block party. But with that being said, my guy, as always, ladies and gentlemen,
blame the playoffs.
Blame the playoffs. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, it's yours truly. I'm the 29-year-old piece of gold. He is your king too.
Man, why I feel like we on a game of GTA San Andreas, man. I feel like, man, right now, man, we done got into the car and we riding over to the store somewhere, man. Like I just feel like
Hey, I'm Franklin. I'm Franklin and you. What's the other dude?
I'm CJ. I'm from San. I'm gonna be CJ. I'm gonna be the other black dude.
You CJ?
I'm gonna be CJ. I'm gonna be the other black dude.
You CJ, I'm Franklin, man. We out here, man.
Hey, bro, just ride West Coast style, baby. West Coast, baby.
West Coast.
Nah, man, but we appreciate y'all, man. We see y'all, man, for sure.
We're gonna hit y'all with that, yeah.
Yeah.